What up, guys? What up? What up? What? Hold on, let me get on here. Um, we're gonna wait till we get on here for a second. What up, guys? Dial it on July 4th, 2023. They had a shooting. We got a young female gunshot wound.
As mayhem broke out in the Como neighborhood, police were watching it unfold live on video.
You can see at least 2 or 3 victims down on the cameras.
2 years ago, the police department installed flock cameras across the street to help them solve crimes. Those cameras are now helping detectives catch the shooter who gunned down 11 people, killing 3.
And those cameras have been a game changer for us.
Police were watching the shooter or shooters on video as they quickly...
Hold up.
Please be advised.
So they responded for it. And I want you to put yourself...
I want you to hear what the lady said. I want you to hear what the lady...
Absolutely uncalled for. And I want you to put yourself in the shoes of a police officer that's responding. You know there are people injured, and you don't know the bad guys from the good guys, and there are guns everywhere. That's what they saw last night.
I'm going to tell you, God said, I know who the good guys and the bad guys. And you've been dishonest with my child, and you have lied. You have allowed black racism to terrorize me. And you have did all of that. The thing is, God said, Dallas City Hall have lied. They have the 911 call dispatcher have lied. I told the Justice Department, the FBI, that I want my justice. I want 30 more million because God say, I know who my enemy is. And you say you don't know who the good guys and the bad guys. You can't see the spirit of your enemy. That's what you saying? God said you can't see the spirit of your enemy. God, you have no faith in me. When you can't see the spirit, when you can't see the spirit, if I was in the army, I wouldn't need monopolists to see my enemy, a satellite to see my enemy. I will see my enemy by spirit. No question asked. God say, my child won't be questioned. I want you to know something. In 2019, when this guy, security guard, took me around the building for court, and this girl walked past me, she looked at me for 1 second. She had her head down. You know how I can tell she was my enemy? And she was out there that day by her spirit. I'm asking the Carrollton police what they saw when they had me on their handcuff on that ground. Because I saw a woman that intimidated me and was a part of the terrorism. God said, you question those things. God said, why we question those things? The thing is, can we say what was on that ground? I know what I saw. I saw a light-skinned brown girl look out there one day and intimidate me. And she know what she did in Carrollton, Texas. She know what she did. God said, you question that. You question that with racism and lies, and your mayor and your city hall members. They know what they did. And then they want to be thirsty for the lies and trying to watch. You know, I just sued the Justice Department for $30 million for allowing the state of Texas and you to play with spiritual warfare, interfere with justice, interfering with it. You letting your state of Texas interfere with justice. And I had to file a civil rights and a $30 million lawsuit on them. They think they slick, God say. But God say, your spirit is being seen. My enemy is interfere with justice. Interfere to get no. You know something what Martin Luther King said? People say, you think you're not going to have justice when you're alive, or here your family will have to, but that's not the reason. Things should not go the way it is when a stubborn-ass police and a stubborn-ass mayor abuses his power with the city hall and the members and the 911 dispatcher turn and laugh. God said we have to understand the Holy Spirit. You say you don't know who the good guys and the bad guys is. God said, don't you play with my child, even though he's not on your police force. I see the spirit of my enemy. Even though he don't work for you, but I want to tell you something. He see my child see the spirit of his enemies. And now you trying to tell me what you're doing and tell me the understanding of those things? You question that. Judge Kennedy and them in the courtroom question those things. Racism and lies. I did black people. I told the Justice Department who had their eyes on the quarterback before Judge Kennedy and that dumb racist prosecutor decided to carry out that threat when they tried to break. God don't want to do no business with a racist court. I told you, the state attorney, I told the Justice Department, who had their eyes on the quarterback. When they looked on the quarterback, the state attorney, police officer, who had their eyes on the quarterback that tried to break. You better tell these black racist motherfuckers to stay away from me. And they want to team up with the Mexican. You know, I was in there. I told Dilman Miller this. I was in there in Walmart. They say they didn't need my help. And his employees and his customers, hey, you ain't part of no thing. Open up. And the girl say, who cares? Your employees say, and your customers want to say things that we know is a problem. You started this. Every hit that your customers throw, I'm going to sue your ass for it. You say, God say, you didn't want change with me? And Walmart say, I told him, you didn't need my help. Racism want things the way it is. The white and black CEOs that sit at those tables, they don't want racism. God said, you don't want my child to sit at the table and you want things the way you're a racist motive. But our black people, the one that goes against us, that go against what we stand for, right? That go against the meaning of God and act like, you know what they do? These jobs act like they love us and they fake their love for us. But they don't really love us like they say we do. They don't really love us. They don't really love us like they say we do. Like they say they do. They will put us in their business disability and fake their lives for us. You know, one thing, Dallas got a problem. Now, I asked Governor Abbott for my justice. You know, when I called Atlanta office, Atlanta Senate office, I found out that I got a caseworker that's working on my case and trying to get the cars when I got done with together. So at the Atlanta assistant office told me I got a caseworker trying to get the cars and when them making fun of me and hanging up in my face. What that mean? God say, I want you to look for justice when they keep attacking, they laugh, hung up. They want to listen to us. God say they are working on it. They are working on it. God said, don't give up hope when the enemy want to lie and trying to destroy you before that yellow breeze and Trap Boy Freddy and the mayor trying to put a pause on God. The mayor of Dallas in the state of Texas, and we're going to talk about that. They're the state of Texas hip hop trying to put a pause on God. You trying to stop God from pushing forward. And God said, we would not allow those things to be a big fight. I want the news to hear me because I got them on YouTube. Guys, I want everybody to know. I got Dallas, Texas in the Justice Department, and I got the news station. The same person is on YouTube. And God said, I want them to hear me. WFAA, ABC 8, I want them to hear me. God said, I want them to hear me when they camera on it. God said, I want you to tell my enemies and tell my enemies of this video. This is my YouTube channel, guys. I want you to go at Sellers, SELL 714, Sellers Jr. Hey, what I got to lie for? It's always going to have somebody that lies. It's always going to have somebody that laugh, right? Like one kid wanted to talk to me and he mumbling his word. Who you the one they been looking for, right? But yeah, like he wanted to be interacting with me. He wanted to interact with me, but he didn't. He had a jealous motive. So when I'm interacting with people on my social media, and he playing, he the one that been like, and you have a jealous motive, and I hear you mumbling your words, and I see your spiritual face. So when we dealing with stuff in that format, we are dealing. Hey, how y'all doing? And we dealing with that. You don't know who your enemy is. The good guy. God said, "I see the spirit." You think when they seeing Brahms, you think they're gonna notice something when they seeing Brahms? When they see the spiritual behavior in Brahms? When they see the spirit behavior in Brahms? The racism that comes when you think you know it all, right? But our enemies still walk amongst us and drive amongst us, right? I asked for the prosecutor arrest, and I'm going to get it, you hear me? And I'm going to get it. I asked for the mayor and city hall and them arrest, and I'm going to get it. One or the other. This can go down two ways. That black city hall member, this can go down two ways. If they don't remove you, that's a racism act. Abusing their power of a black person and I told the civil rights and I told Ms. Crystal, he said he owned the city racism. He would not play normal. He would not play like he innocent in here and still keep his job. He would not do that. And I want him to know you will not play like you innocent in this format. I want to know, let the city hall members know you are going to be removed. And if you don't be removed, your community don't got a damn thing to say about it because they blind. They blind. They are blind. And I'm going to tell you something. If you don't be removed, I'm going to get the U.S. Marshal to remove you. I'm going to get the higher government to remove you. Your community support your racism acts. I'm going to get them, and trust me, I got fingers. And the racial act on the Civil Rights Act, you laughing, it's always somebody that's laughing. So I can do this the easy way, or we can, the civil rights and local government, I can find out the U.S. Marshal address if those things don't be carried out. I'm asking for the removal of you. Hey, we got a civil rights. How you think I filed a racial complaint? How you think I filed a racial complaint on the city Supreme Court in the legislators? I filed on the senators. I filed a racial complaint on the senators found out all of the senators' addresses, and I found the civil rights complaint, right? Right? So if the U.S. Marshal don't do their job, and I filed a civil rights complaint on the FBI. So what you laughing? It always got some, yeah, my name is Hubert. They always got some funny jokes out there. And they laugh because they know the man them did wrong. So when I'm on my other side, hey, keep laughing. So we can do this the hard way and we can do it the easy way. So if the U.S. Marshal is not going to, if the Dallas and Governor Abbott not going to be remove you from racism words and your 911 taunting and laughing and all of this and Carrollton having a window. I sued the Carrollton police for $30 million and I sued the Dallas police for $30 million for watching and tagging and coming out the regular community and the intimidation coming out the thing of laughing and taunting. So we can do this how you want to do it. Hey, I try to reason with the Justice Department. I try to reason with the state of Texas, but they played with me again. See, I had to fight my way out your racist ass situation. And then you come back when I get out of court, and then you do it again. Now I had to take it to the next level. My teacher taught me about the branches. You see, I told Senator Ted, my teacher at Newman Smith taught me about the legislative branches and the senator, Miss Chastity, Miss Lynn, and everybody. We worked on the legislative branches and the senators and the legislators. So I know who everybody is. I know who to go to, different positions. We learned about everybody. Miss Chastity taught me. You think we didn't learn about that? Joe Biden in the White House, Capitol Hill. You think I didn't learn about it, Miss Chastity? So why I was so busy growing and wanted to know what I wanted to do in life and wanted to know what I wanted to do, I know it was going to come a time for this later on that I was going to have to deal with this later on. We already know this. Me and my teacher, when Job Corps denied us, we already know what the challenges was. And they took me off their time. Miss Chastity, Miss Lynn, Miss Chastity took me once or twice. Miss Lynn, they took me to Job Corps because they believed in me. But racism, Job Corps and them didn't believe in me. Then Miss Chastity and Go Gates. Oh, they denied me every time. There's a reason why my teacher and them believed in me. And I'm not going to let a fake liar in the city of Dallas mayor and people ruin me. You play with me. And I told that Justice Department, I know how to read sign language. My teacher at Newman Smith, I had a classmate, and sometimes when I finish my work, I say, I want to watch my teacher. I know how to read lips. I keep telling them, nobody won't do no business with no racist court. So let me tell you how this is going to go. I'm going to tell you that if the mayor don't be removed, we're going to get the U.S. Marshal. I already filed the racial complaint on the FBI. We can take it any further. He's not going to sit up there and lie. I told Joe Biden, I feel like in the episode of WWF, you know you're in kahunas. Your little racist ass know you in kahunas. I feel like Vince McMahon and Undertaker and King, like I'm in a freaking WWF. I told Joe Biden, you know you in kahunas with each other. Your little racist little self. You know you in kahunas with each other. You know you in kahunas.
A partnership.
You know, Rick Ross said it's not about a partnership because you can't get your own black people to invest in you. You can't make nobody. You think Rick Ross didn't have his eyes on me? You think Rick Ross didn't give me encouraging words? Now, I warned them. Now, when you put me in there again, you're going to lose your job. And then why let police doing something stupid and they doing something stupid again? So the thing is how long they keep. They know they was wrong for intimidating me. And I told them, hold up. You forced me across the street and tell me they got a right. No, when I'm no threat, your ass should be gone. And that's intimidation. That's forcing somebody across the street. And that's instigating the situation. The police is instigating it. That was instigating it. The Raleigh police was instigating the situation. When I was no harm to you, you should have left, but you stayed right there and caused trouble. That's instigating. And you forced me across the street. So let me tell you something. You're playing with me again. Judge Kennedy about to be arrested. I'm asking for the arrest. She is not about to go easy off this. No, I told Joe Biden, that black lady questioned me when I told her Joe Biden threw the punchline at me about Social Security, and she questioned it. Now this is gonna go either way, Judge Kennedy. If I go to court and you're not arrested, and don't play like you innocent. Let me tell you, God said, I told the Justice Department before I handed that thing to that lawyer, before I handed that thing to that judge, the DA already know because they looked at me. And they carried out that racism. You think I didn't see your spiritual behavior, DEA? You really think before I can hand that paper to that judge, and I told they watch you, and I got the Justice Department on here so they can scope out you for you to get arrested. I want your job. I'm going to have what I want. You hear me, bitch? I want to let them know I'm going to have what I want. I want you to be arrested on site. As soon as I go to that courtroom, I want Judge Kennedy and the DA arrested. And Miss Crystal now and the Justice Department don't give me what I want. They're going to give me and I want the mayor to step down. That is a racism act. And your community want to, you see, and they did it yesterday. They want to behave. You see, Governor Abbott care about himself. He rather listen to y'all and your regular children, but we can't hear the disability. How many disability have kids and they have their partner while you have your racism problems? For number one, I'm out to get you for tampering with my case and making me lose my child. You think I didn't know about that? When I gave the FBI's my account, those two businesses, Addison, Texas, was laughing at me. Let them find out the truth when you was by that business office and you was laughing at me. You think I didn't know when I gave the FBI those things? You think I didn't know when they was laughing and turning the two businesses? You think I didn't get that to them? And your protective services got out the car by my house, mugging me, intimidating me, smoking a cigarette? So let me tell you something. You was going to lose regardless. Since the commissary and everybody was talking about, oh, you spend money out here, you don't spend money. You lost when you put me in there. You lost double time racism. You don't even know. That lady said, I would check with the FBI. You check when I gave them my accounts, my old accounts, and they're going to be able to see. They don't know the protector. So he got out the car at the park right in Addison by my house when I'm walking toward the bus, intimidated me and smoking a cigarette. And he talking about no, you need to be, your job need to be taken. Your job. And then the Texas Attorney General, he talking about protect our democracy. What democracy? Black and white got a racist problem. What democracy? I told that Texas attorney, and then he gonna talk to black or white, do by law. You let that racist court do what they do. And I'm getting the community for I told him yesterday, spiritual welfare to interfere with justice. That's another thing I got you on. I sued your Justice Department. I sued you for it. Oh yeah, I sued you for it. I want to let them know. I sued them for spiritual warfare and not being close. I see your spirit 15, 20 feet away. I see your spiritual side, and you're testing me. You're testing me in a way I'm not to be played with. My mission was about Social Security, and I'm going to attack that with all the lies and the racism. You stopped me from going to Social Security and Garland. I told Joe Biden that police officer need to be out of jail. I told him, and I meant that. I meant that. Sorry, Dominic, if I scream. Sorry about that. And I tell my little nephew, you playing with the spirit behavior. And sorry, Dominic, if I scream. The spiritual behavior. And I'm warning you. And I'm warning you, and I'm warning you really well. You're testing me. You're testing my gift that God gave me more. And I'm warning every last one of your spiritual behavior is going to get you in trouble. You don't even have to approach me, and I see your spirit. God said, I don't have to be facing you to see when you deceive me. I had to tell him the other day, low vibration deception, low vibration manipulation, low vibration deception. Now, you tested me. See, message in the Justice Department wasn't good enough for you, right? And then the attorney, doing those things were not good for you, right? So I had to step it up a little bit for you to understand, to make sure you feel me where I come from. You're going to feel me. I had to step it up a little bit. And then you tested me again. Now, I'm asking for the mayor removal. And you can't give it to me. Now, he's playing innocent while you lied to your community. And City Hall, get one of the other mayors that was running to get into office, to replace. Hey, they got other people that was running against him that can take this spot, that can fit in his shoes. So either he would be replaced and replaced with the person that's running it. I'm asking him to step down, and I'm not going to keep telling him over and over again. You're not going to sit up there and your community got a racist problem. I had to file a racial complaint on the legislators, on the senators. I had to find out the senators in Capitol Hill thing. So let me tell you something. Oh, we're going to get and get our thing. When you go in the Senate legislators, senators' address, or I can at Capitol Hill, or I can get their address and file a civil rights complaint on Capitol Hill too, $30 million. It ain't nothing to get the thing on the Civil Rights Act on Capitol Hill. When we fight some, the community, we talk about participate, but the community don't want to participate with racism. So you're testing me. You're testing me. I'm asking 2, I'm asking for this situation to be handled. Now, you better get one of those mayors, one of those other people to take his spot. City Hall members, you're not going to sit there. You're not going to sit there and keep your job and make me look like the bad guy. That ain't going to happen, partner. I meant that on everything. You're about to be dealt with like never before. You need to be dealt with. Now, they can keep smiling and lying and doing all of those things. If you don't be removed, I'm going to get somebody to remove you. If you don't be removed. And this is a very serious situation. If the mayor can't be removed. Y'all listening to a liar. When the mayor say racist things, you listen to him because you got a racist problem. You got a discriminating problem. And this is not just not about no, oh, he's black, how can he? No, he can be racist. He can be racist. A black mayor can be racist. A black mayor can be racist. I don't want to hear that stuff that, oh, he's black and he can't be racist. No, I'm going to tell you what happened to me in Hampton, Georgia. Every time I passed on the sidewalk, this guy, and I'm not even on his property, he messed with me. You know what the police say, Hubert? Said this guy keep calling the police, are you walking on the sidewalk? And it was a black man. And he said, just go around. Don't even walk on that same street as him. Because he got a problem, man. He about 50, his mindset. In Hampton, Georgia. He was like, Hubert, just go around. Or stay on the other side of that street. Because he got a problem. And I don't want him to keep calling us out here because he got a problem. And that was this cop told me in Hampton, Georgia. I got to know what everybody what's going on? That he got a problem. I was like, man, that he got a problem. Now, if you don't be removed, I'm going to get the U.S. Marshal to remove you. Mayor Eric Johnson and City Hall and their members, I make this very understanding of how I'm rocking. And your community want to believe your lie. You know when he said he owned this city, racism of a black man. Stop blaming it just on white people and all this, and y'all got a problem. Now, you have broken my trust. God said, you know, when we go on social issues, oh, trust me. Trust me, I learned everything about you. Miss Chastity taught me everything about you. I learned more than I know. Trust me, the legislative branch, the senator's branch, the people that deal with the senator, autism, and all the rest of autism, and all the rest of network senators. I know exactly where to go. I've been planning this for a long time. We know this time was going to come. When I worked at Newman Smith, my teacher put their effort in me. You know, I told Governor Abbott over there where Creekview at, I was still in school. I met this girl named Aisha, and I was still in school while we were still communicating. We were still in school. I was at Merritt Grimes, but I was still a Newman Smith student. By the end of 2010, I left. I left Merritt Grimes. And, you know, and people don't know, even when you at a job, you still have a part with the schools and it deal with the Ticket to Work program. So you and when you on, and most people don't realize that when I worked at U-Haul for 5 years, they don't realize that I was still, even though as long as I worked at U-Haul for 5 years, that I was still in school jurisdiction because of the Ticket to Work program and the moving on up in Newman Smith. So by the end of 2010, I graduated. But that's not accurate. No, 2000. They always a month behind. They always in any school situation. They're always there. And those things. But that was when I worked there at U-Haul. I was still and Miss Thing never did. And as long as I was at U-Haul, that was still a part of the Ticket to Work program and the school. And nobody didn't know that, like moving on, that was still a part of those dynamics. And Mary Grimes, because I was in Mary Grimes, and I got the job while I was in Mary Grimes. So people don't know that, like Miss Dolores, I got the job when I was in Mary Grimes. So we had to understand, you got one more year, you got the end of the year, let's help you get this job. And we went to Ticket to Work program, and let's help you get this, you know what I'm saying? So it was like you still progressing it while you still going through the transition. We went to thrift stores at the Gallatin Elementary. And one thing I can say about me and Mirza, and Sabina never know, I don't think Norman and Patrick ever told them this. That as Sabina would have known, and I went to their school while they was little. I didn't just chill with them at the house. I chill with them at the gym, the past nachos. I went to the nursing home, the Brickney, and I told the people like Bella Scott family, like literally. I told them here, Bella Scott is family. Like they doing all of this stuff. Like my mama worked for Bella Scott, and she worked at a nursing home. And every time when I go to the nurse, she worked at Bella Scott. And every time I go down the street to the nursing home and play with the checker, they'll see me and they will ask my mama, how your son Hubert doing? Y'all family. That's Bella Scott, his spirit is family. So when I get that type of behavior, they family. So when I get big, you family. Why you doing like that? You family. So, they used to always ask about me because I used to go to the nursing home. The Brookhaven nursing home, we used to play with the old folks, do all of those things. And, oh, man, and by the school bus in South Dallas over there, by the bowling alley, we used to go over there in different businesses, thrift stores. It's so much things we used to do. We used to sell Avon. Man, it's so many things that we used to do at school. And my teacher, Miss Chastity, she got this recipe for her candy, and she used to sell it. Oh, man, I wish I could go into business with her, like literally Miss Chastity, and she used to sell it in caramel. Man, and it's this cake, this recipe. And my mama, my sister-in-law, my cousin, baby mama made this cake for me that my teacher used to make. It's a condensed milk cake. It's a recipe that Miss Chastity got. And when my cousin, baby mama worked at Target, she got the cake made for me. I said, damn, I never had my teacher recipe cake in a long time. Like, and she gave it to my mom. And when my sister, my cousin, baby mama, worked at Target in Louisville, and she tried to get me on. She know I'm a good worker, but Target didn't want to do it. But they lost. They didn't even know, like, literally, it was they lost. They don't know Miss Brittany at Target. I gotta thank them because if it won't be for that Bender, oh man, if he would have seen me work, if he would have seen me at Toys R Us, and he said, Hubert, I'm trying to change you for. If he would have actually seen me, he would have been actually proud of me. Like the guy that used to work at Toys R Us in Louisville before it closed down on the intercept, Miss Brittany and the rest of them, they would be actually proud of me when I went back to Walmart. Like literally, I'm telling you guys. And Robert was scared. Robert was scared, like literally. But Miss Brittany and them and the rest of them taught me at Toys R Us. I was able to use the technique of what they told me. We learned in a different way. They taught me how to be different. They taught me Toys R Us, and I want to open my Toys R Us business. On this battle open, I want to open up a Toys. I wouldn't mind my kid being a part of something and being a part of something that's understandable, because when I was at Toys R Us, it was a family. But let me tell you, they saw me slacking. I had to tell my manager, I had to step it up a little bit with her. I had to step it. It was nothing wrong. I had to step it up with my manager. And and once I step it up and she saw me actually just, willing to keep trying more, she was willing, because I'm trying to go through Social Security and the DFW. I told him to go through the person that worked at Smart Cards. He had the 7-Eleven, and he looked at me when he found out who my brother was. Like, he actually was scared, and how he found out who my brother was, and he worked at it. He treated me bad. Jealousy. I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I worked in the deli, I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I worked in the deli, I always was able, and this was before I left. This was before I worked. I would cut a chicken strip, or give a macaroni to a little kid, and to see they smile was the best thing on there. To see the kids smiles, that was the best thing on there. I told her, even the customers with their daughters say, Hubert, I see you trying, keep trying. But Doug McMillan stand for wrong. Even the customers with their daughter came, keep trying, Hubert, you giving it all you got. But let me tell you something. With those understanding, it comes understanding of behavior. Rick Ross said, don't expect nobody to invest in you, right? So at Texas, don't invest in me. You take your money and leave, right? I'm a Robot Cop fan, so I'm looking at the Dallas. So you take your thing and leave, right? You need to be dealt with, Mayor, and they not dealing with you. No, you're not going to sit there. You tried to embarrass me. Balance need to be given you in City Hall members. And tell it to Tim. I'm nothing like them other dudes. I'm going to tell you my last sit down with Miss Chastity in the classroom was in 2012, 11. That's the last time I graduated. After I graduated, I sat down. 2012 or 2012, I sat down in the classroom with my teachers and with the students there, and I didn't cross that line. So you ain't about to play me. That's something hey, God know you a liar. God know you a liar. I want to tell you, God know that you are a liar. Now I warned you, but you still tried me. So you tested it. You still tried me, you little racist piece of crap. City Hall. Then me messing the Justice Department was not good enough for y'all, right? They still defined it. And I got the Justice Department for allowing the community and the state of Texas for fooling with justice because of the mayor racist issues. And parents don't have to mention your name to make you the top of the conversation. Let me tell you something. You don't know if I would have carried, you don't know what you know. God said, I read books. You don't, losing me, you're going to lose a whole lot, Dallas, Texas. Oh, you don't know what's actually going on. You haven't figured it out yet. And he talking about, I stole my, boy, you a yellow brick boy, Freddie. You are a liar, boy. Look, that boy is a liar. You are a liar. Do you know what is going on here? Miss Nancy Pelosi can get me to come to her state. The other senators got asked me to move to her state. Hey, we can play this either way, right? We can play this either way. What? Hey, man, hey, really? God say at Dallas, the one you got this. Oh, hold up, right there. You get allow Miss Nancy and them state and the other senators state to invest in you. At Dallas, want to play this racist game. Let's walk away. Oh, but you losing a lot more. Oh, trust me. I read books and I know, and trust me. And I didn't have to sell my soul. My connection with UK and people from Ukraine and all of Russia, I talked to a lot of people, kids and everything. That's not the thing. It's the connection. Your lies mean nothing to me, Trap Boy Freddie. And I hope when you sit in jail, I hope they start getting an educating book. I hope you get your degree in Social Security. I hope you really know 1%, 2%, they've been going up. Now, I sued the senators now for racism or taunting from your neglect and abuse. Hey, we have a voice too. Now, I want everybody in this involvement, and they still played with me. My lawyer wasn't on my side. I told her to do something, and she did not do it. I want you to go in there, trust. You build my trust over going in and telling them what I tell them. And when you get back out, what they're going to see after I tell them, and you don't want to do it, or don't make it, baby, I'm carrying out that. Either they be removed, or I'm going to remove them for you. And if I go to jail and that person want to lie to when you intimidated me, and when I was no threat to the public, and they stood their ground. If I'm no threat to the public and you want to intimidate and force somebody on that situation, and you gonna come at me to prove that? No. When I looked at that camera, they had not the force intimidate when somebody's sitting right there. You want to show that you're in your power and you're right. But let me tell you something. In this new direction, I'm God saying it's going to take time. It's going to take not leashing as women that's going to come, leashing women that's following people to get it done. So you go to native, sex, race, disability, local government. You want to play this game? Let's play it. I gave you a chance. Judge Kennedy knows she was wrong, and she carried out that threat. I'm going to carry out that threat to get your ass arrested for treason or racism. That's the threat I'm going to carry. And if you don't, and you still willing to put me in there, I want the community, society to know that your state and your black people with the white got a racist problem in Texas. I want them to know what Texas is about, racism, and the black participating in with them. Now, no, my teaching and teaching no dummy. No, it's a movie that I like with Martin Luther King. And it's anime every year, me and my teacher them, when Martin, these kids go back through time. And it's a really thing to go back. And they told me you have to get your grades up before. If you don't get your grades up, the teacher told them you won't be able to play baseball or do everything. That's why so many people lose their scholarships because as they get hurt, they depend on the sports, and the sports people give up on them. My little stepbrother Keith, he could have been in football, but just because he was outside the store, you let him lose his scholarship, and he's from Dallas, and he's good. Like my stepbrother Keith should have been in, and he's from Dallas. He should have been in football. He should have been in college. But these people don't give second chances when you're outside of a store. You know your friend was going to do that shit. But these jobs and these business and these colleges and these NFL players, they got the things messed up. Or what happened to them? If you don't be removed, I'm going to get the U.S. Marshal to remove you. You hear me? This can happen either way in this situation. This can happen for racism acts if you don't be removed. And I'm warning you. I'm warning everybody that's involved in this situation. I'm warning them. I'm asking for the removal of you, man. And I know when I passed through on the train, and I had to tell the Justice Department, we doing interviews, we doing calls on my doctor's office in Metro Crescent. That lady said something she wasn't supposed to say at the doctor. And I told Metro Care, and I told in the civil rights complaint, and the Justice Department, my caseworker said something she was not supposed to say. So I filed the civil rights complaint on her, and I messaged the Justice Department about the situation. So we doing phone interviews. We're not coming there. We're not doing any of that. You better get them a camera or whatever you're gonna do. Get them a new computer, whatever they're gonna do where they can do video chat. I don't know how you gotta do it. Get them a computer where they can do video chat. I don't know how you gotta do it. I don't know how you gotta do it, but you better do it. You better do it. You put me in that situation, then Judge Kennedy gonna get mad, and I told the civil rights gonna get mad. Keep them people out your business. No, you keep your racist ass out of that business. Oh, she don't know what she said about that elevator, right? You know, the last time I went to court, that guy had intimidated me, and the police caught on afterwards, right? Right in the middle after I called them out on it, right? What the police officer was doing. You see these black police officers, and I told Joe Biden, they acting like the damn Matrix reload. Yeah, like the end of the day, you come back, then they playing damn normal. They playing normal. I told Joe Biden to send their heads, they like the Justice Department. We in the damn matrix reload here. And then you gonna ask self one of the state attorney, when do you better look at that damn camera. Don't play with me. Your mindset and your facial expression. And we don't even see the devil. We see the body motion, the body. And sometimes this is not like pitch black where you can see the echo of the body motion in the spirit and the Vin Diesel moving. It is nothing like that. Your body moves. Now, hey, I told them they still don't want to, and they think I don't see the enemy. I'm warning you. I'm really warning you right now. I'm warning you. Now, that guy gonna talk about, look, I have to do community on my own card, not because y'all lied and he forced me across the street. That's intimidation. That's intimidation. They're intimidating me, enforcing me, and instigating the situation. They could have left when I was in that little intersection. And when I was in that little intersection, they could have, they intimidated. They know I didn't have the right of hand. Talking about move from it. No, you intimidated, you instigated. And to cause somebody to be in danger. And then what I'm going to tell them, causing another human being and put their lives in danger because you wanted to stand your ground when I told them and I'm no threat to the public. Now, I told the people at Social Security that turned to me, and I filed a civil rights complaint of $30 million for neglect and abuse from the call center. From taunting, hanging it up in our face, marking us. What happened at that local office when I was getting treated bad? And that guy said, damn, he was trying to make violence happen. He ain't with us. I don't want his apology. I told a person from Washington, he wanted to know what this was about, right? Oh, yeah, he wanted to know what this was about, right, Washington? Let's talk about what this was about when we called and the call center and everybody. We told him what this was about. At the other Social Security, when they at Hampton in Atlanta, where I left my ID and she rolled her eyes with racism. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about in one of the Atlanta offices. Let's talk about that in one of the Atlanta offices. Let's talk about it. Let's get those cameras. See, Yellow Breeze and them talk a good game. And Dallas, but when I was in Garland, let's get those cameras in those libraries and that library. You know who gave me the bus ticket when I got arrested? The ambulance. He know what he saw in the action, what he saw. You see, action what he saw in the same day I got arrested. Racism, right? He saw how black having racism, right? Action what he saw up in there. Action what God said, what the ambulance saw, and these two white guys. God said these are two disciples that God I put in the way to see too. Ask the ambulance in Garland what they saw out of the people in the black employees. What you saw in Browns. God, I feel like I was in an episode of like what you saw in Browns in character. You know you was wrong. Would you help us find our tax dollars, right? I had to cut Raymond off because Raymond talked about what he didn't do me. And call me in the movies and try to play with me. I think he's gonna call me, don't let me lose my job, right? What would happen in that parking lot with racism? What happened when the corporate office in Walmart came in there at 2996, staring at me with racism, right? They say they don't need my help, right? Them same women that think they can come and leech off of me, tell them no, baby. We building what we build. I'm not gonna let another woman, a thieving woman, with they niggas mess up my foundation and mess up what we trying to do. They say they love you like, they love Boosie like Tupac. Who gonna love me like God when racism? They don't even know who God, some of them don't even know I'm in Dallas County. And so many stories and the Bibles, we don't know what's true. God sent people on different missions. Let me tell you something. This was a one-time situation. A one-time situation. BG got out early because Boosie lied. All of them lied. And other niggas trying to do it. And then this nigga trying to trick me in the rap industry. No, go ahead and your motive, nigga. You know I know the business, right? You know I know the business why other women dumb, right? He know I know the business, right? Right? Now, I can ask for the state attorney's arrest. I already asked for Governor Abbott's arrest. Right? And everybody that's on TV with them, they got a problem. Oh yeah, that sit there and not want they want their point of views to be heard and don't want God's point of views to be heard. We deserve that same fight. I'm gonna tell you something. About John F. Kennedy. When he bailed Martin Luther King out after his white car, Martin Luther King. The guy that put Martin Luther King in jail planted that assassination. It don't look right. You got to understand. If a person put that on there, but everybody talked about the FBI was after Martin Luther King, why John F. Kennedy didn't take that down? Did he have somebody in his ear? He must have had people in his ear. A person asked me, they Christian, they Baptist, Christian, and Muslim. They asked me, let me tell you something. I believe in that one God. Even though Muslim, what you think, he's Christian and him, and whatever that is, Christian, it's the only two things I believe in and I have faith in. I don't know about this Muslim thing you speak of. I don't know about this Muslim thing you speak of. My brother know about it, but I don't know about this Muslim thing. And I don't get on him talking about his religion. But I'm a Christian, but also if I collide Christian and Baptist together, you get two amazing qualities of force. You get the king of force. Those things can't be measured or understood. You know, I'm up there talking to my homies, not the homies, the jail. They're not my homies. The jailmates. And the doctor get mad at me and tell me, look how they treat, look how he acting towards y'all good, but he act towards me. No, you come with an attitude as a nurse and you pass people up. Yeah, man, like, little bit, you got the nerve to call me, got like one, and you got the nerve to call me something in Dallas County, like, oh, look how they act towards y'all. And no, your attitude, walking away and not giving people anything. And then that judge, she being aggressive. I'm going to show her. And I'm going to tell her that I want her, that black judge, for being aggressive with that. Telling somebody to shut up. That's aggressiveness. Racial aggression. I'm going to get that black judge for racial aggression. And then they're going to smile and laugh. I want you to look at everything, baby. I want you to look at everything God said. I want you to look at it. That black judge, oh, God said you're going to feel me. You're going to feel me by the time I'm done with you, City Hall. Hey, that black judge, oh, hey, Senator, they didn't believe me. But let me tell you, I told this IPS worker, I don't need you. You question me. Oh, how did you know? How you know? How you contact? How you know Joe Biden? Joe Biden threw the punchline. I watched CNN and then. And she still carried out that threat. So you know what we're going to do? You're not going to walk past and say you're sorry and hand me a damn pay, hand me my check. No, I want the arrest. And I'm going to get what I want. I will go farther and beyond any other thing. If I got to file a racial complaint on every judge, let's do this. Let's do this the way this, every Dallas County judge, my judge. So let me find out what is my judge right now. We're going to find out what is my judge. My lawyer don't answer. Let's find out who is my judge. Now, we got to call my attorney because she always busy and this and that. All right. And she don't want to answer the phone. Can you give me my judge name? Hey, the black guy, I told the Justice Department, look at him with the pay. He say he gonna get me, right? Racism say he gonna get me, right? Now, racism say they gonna get me, right? Racism say they gonna get me, right? I want to see how long they want to play this game. I want to see how long those black bastards want to play this game. I want to see how long, Judge, that same guy, I told him to look at the paperwork when he gonna get me, right? We gonna get you. Racism say they gonna get me, right? Racism say they gonna get me, right? Governor Abbott smiling. Oh, you gonna know my name. Hey, I need to know my judge name. Racism say they gonna get me. Hey, I ain't trying to shake a whole ass bitch. I ain't trying to do none of that. I ain't trying to be in none of these videos. Hey, we looking for something greater than that. I'd rather be in the arms of Taylor Swift than be in the arms of somebody else. Hell, all of that. No, she's not into with no rap and intimidating with that. Conflict. Hey, I want this. I don't I don't know. I don't understand nothing about you. These niggas working, we working too. I need to know my judge's name. I need you to give it to me. And if you don't, I'm going to file a civil rights complaint. I need to know his name. I need to know my new judge's name. Hey, you put me in that situation, right? You in the Justice Department, no. And you let that racist attorney general and his black employees, and he care about his community. I don't have respect for you. And you know the church in the city got the nerve to talk about they using me? While they kids survive, don't come at me like that when I fight for something greater. I set up in church Sunday, you know what I said? I don't judge, but if we ain't fighting for the same goal, how can we understand? I want Sky News to know I don't judge, but if we ain't fighting for the same goal, how can they understand me? How can I sit up in the church that don't understand me? They don't understand the battles that we fight, the battle that God's children fight, and want to be a hypocrite about it. Now, Sister Cook, we are walking away and we taking no from an answer from Governor Abbott, racist state. Zero said, I don't give a damn about what you said. God cares because you black people don't want change. Zero said, we're going to tell him, hold up. Zero, never, hold up, I want to tell Zero. Part 1, part 2. Zero, you said you don't give a damn of what you say about you don't give a damn of what they say about Texas. God care of what they say about Texas because y'all got a racist motive. Y'all have a racist motive and black people participating in it. The rapper Zero. You don't give a damn of what you say about Texas? You don't give a damn about what you say about Texas? You have a racist issue. God cares, and you can't deal with it. You rather beat your black men up with racial intent. He don't get me. Hey, the man not out to play innocent. Either he be removed, or that's a problem. Either he's removed. He need to be removed. He need to be removed. He need to be removed. Now we're going to get what we want. He need to be removed. God said we tagged in the Justice Department in here. We need to be removed. I did a short, guys. I did a short. So I did a short. So it was a short video. So it got to be 30 or 60 minutes long. We already know Yellow Breezy and them was going to come out. We already know he was going to come out and do a link with Fort Worth. We already know. Hey, you think I didn't know? When I got out of his dumb self winning, now you think I didn't really know about everything? I even know when y'all was arguing with T.I., the mastermind, know that I sat at home and watched and observed stupidity. They really think I didn't know. You see, they really think I didn't know. They really think I didn't know. And you haven't given me my money, racism. Black hip hop, you haven't given me my money. Hey, I'm going to get what I want. And anything happen, the mayor and them will be put to death by the legislators. And nobody above the law. And I told Joe Biden, no favoritism from the legislators. No favoritism from the mayor. Even if Governor Abbott have to. He ought to be put to death by the Justice Department of the death. No favoritism. On this very day, we make history. God said on this very day, the legislators and the mayor will be put to death by the Texas law of treason of racism against you know how they used to put a black person to death behind it? They're going to put a white and black together to death, and it could be the legislators, it's going to be the mayor now. On this day, God said we will make history. On my name, when they messing with God and his children on this day, you know, God said, I know you. You willing to keep you, they willing to keep you in jail to keep your jail running. But God said, I'm not going to keep you in jail. I don't care if it's 10 of y'all. You know, I sat outside that Dallas office. I sat in that Dallas jail. I looked outside and I told God, let's create an electrocuted chair, table. A building right in the side of Dallas. And I wanted to be across from each other. Because I want my enemy to watch each other die. The people that don't believe in God, that lies, I want them to watch. They have no love for what we stand for. But God said, I've been putting in work. I talked to people in Chicago, New York, everybody, LA, everybody say, Hubert, I hope you make it. All over. When they want to put Yellow Breeze in them and Trap Boy Freddy. You got that? Oh, they know. What that iPad, you telling, right? What we saw the different people from the courtroom acting up. Why you tried to play me, right? What we saw out of them. What we saw out of them. You see, that's the difference. What we saw when my IP worker, when we sat on that bench, you tell her, and all the different state attorneys in the different courtrooms was acting up. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right there. Let's talk about it, racism ass. Let's talk about it. Hey, you mayor, if you don't be removed, you little fucker, your lying racist ass, your lying, if you don't be removed, I'm going to get somebody to remove you. They don't want to remove you because they got a racist motive. Why they lied to their community. Because your community voted, you sworn to protect. Shut your racist ass up. While your black voters care about you more than they care about the disability. Go ahead with that. We are not the same. We are not the same. Hold up. Hey, when I sat there by the courtroom, right? They said, well, IPS workers said, you tell him, right? And the state attorneys from different courtrooms started to act up. And my IPS worker started to behave wrong and act scared, right? Look at the state attorneys. Look at the state attorneys from the different courtrooms. And they started to act up, right? When they found out that Yellow Breeze and them was lying, what a bitch, right? What a bitch, right? What I heard in that courtroom, what a bitch, right? They all, the state attorney and them started acting up and scaring the IPS worker. You started telling what the IPS worker did. He was getting scared. He was getting intimidated by the state attorneys. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the racism and lies from that courtroom. Hold up, you ain't finished. Let's talk about the racism lies. 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 When I said that about court, I want nothing to do with you, Governor Abbott. Let me tell you, racism, right? She don't want to take me my lawyer. I want to see how far you want to play this game. I want to see how far they willing racism and lies in that courtroom out of our black people willing to play with the white and Mexican. Y'all together, right? You together, right? So I got to make you out an example. I got to make you out an example. And then that lady at MetroCare, I know we doing phone calls. We doing phone calls. We ain't doing nothing else, bitch. We ain't doing, you broke the trust in me. We ain't doing nothing else. And I'm going to tell them too. We doing phone calls. We ain't doing nothing else since you want to behave like that. We ain't doing nothing else. And I'm going to tell her to let her know. We ain't doing nothing else. We doing phone calls. Hey, my name is Hubert Sellers, and I want to let y'all know I got a next doctor's appointment at November the 27th but I will not be coming there due to the behavior of other people and things. So I would like to do a phone interview. Thank you very much. And please call me back at 972-940-4206. Thank you. 972-940-4206. Hang up. I hung up. They didn't really give me an option. I hung up after I made the message. So we ain't doing no more. We ain't doing all that, man. I ain't about to play that game with them, man. I'm not about to play that game with them, man. That's something I'm not about to do. That is not about to happen. Now we doing phone interviews and we ain't doing none of that other bullshit. Don't allow people, don't give them a chance to do it again. Because if everybody had it in that courtroom in the community, had it in that courtroom, they'll do it again. And you got to realize they would do it again. And people in character, they would do it again. Don't give them that chance. And sometimes you got to move on from racism. And people might don't understand how you have to deal with certain things in life and how things need to be dealt with when you're in a community and a society where they have those things. So we have to deal with those things. We have to deal with those things. The most thing, never let a woman back in. Friend an old friend that couldn't understand you more than you understand yourself. And I think that's the most biggest gift to anything of them. So those are the things we have to understand. Sometimes I wish they saw in competition, now they want to team up against me because they know Yellow Breezy and Drake. Hold up, we're gonna finish this session. Part 3. Now Dallas trying to team up on me because they know Trap Boy Freddy and Yellow Breezy lie. Y'all want to start groups together, right? Racism want to start groups together. Part 3 and part 4. Racism want to start groups together and Dallas hip hop and women and all that. And I had a dude pass by me one day to attempt the attack. You know, that's another 30 million with racism. Now they trying to, it's getting deeper around here. Now y'all want to start a group. Racism want to team up. Look how pitiful that is. Look how pitiful Dallas racism is. Look how it is. Look how it is. A damn shame, racism. A damn shame. You should be a damn shame of yourself, racism. They know Yellow Breezy was wrong. They know that nigga was wrong, man. They're not gonna put up with that shit, bro. Now they want to team up. Now they want to come with a group together. Racism ass want to come with Yellow Breezy and them. I've been talking to people. Now they trying to. I've been communicating with people and fights bringing out that hotel. Nobody don't have to deal with this racist stuff, man. People told nobody want to eat with you, man. Nobody want to eat with you. Hold up, you see my boxes? Sorry, I want the boxes to show in the camera. I want to know. Now they trying to team up like a little hoe they is. I ain't trying to kick it with you. So you go to that thirsty, no, I ain't trying to kick it with you. Hold up. I told Yellow Breezy I want all his royalties, and I told the Justice Department, you got a motive, right? I bet you anything happened to me, your ass gonna die and be put to death. And the only way they do that, they care about their damn self and somebody paying the judge and racism. And these niggas get out early. And they care money is more important than life of another American life. You ain't boosting them. I promise your ass gonna be put to death. When you care about yourself and paying the judges off and paying the prosecutors off, right? I bet you got a motive, right, bitch? I'm gonna show you your motive, bitch. Let something happen. I bet you they gonna come right there in the Justice Department. You're gonna be put to death. Not life, not a 30-year sentence. And when people get 30 years or 20 years, that means somebody paying the judge off with your racist ass. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show that little racist motherfucker something. You got a motive, bitch? I'm gonna show you your motive. I'm asking. I told Joe Biden, God watches you, and I trust in you when you're gonna do what needs to be done. Ain't nobody scared. I'm gonna tell you one thing. They think you scared, and I fought that guy at those things in Waterbury without my nephew help. I did it on my own. I want all his. I did it on my own. Look. No, that's how racism want to play it, right? I want my money. I ain't trying to hear it or nothing. Everybody want to talk about, baby, we good. We good over here. Hold up. I want to know my lawyer name if I can arrest this, get his ass arrested. Ain't nobody, nothing. Hey, let them keep looking. I know they looking. Hey, people talking. I know they looking. It's sad when you trying to discredit me. Racism from Yellow Breeze community. I want BET to see me when I sue the hell out of them. When racism gets sued. They support you, Yellow Breeze. Hey, I just did on the civil rights for supporting a racist ass nigga. Him and his that he holding it down, right? He holding it down, right? Racism holding it down, right? A black racist man that trying to discredit me, holding it down, right? When they know about me. Drake said we didn't hear that much. Lil Baby said he in it, but not really in it. You know, I was in Dallas County, and one thing they say, you know Lil Baby and them, and you know Lil Durk and Drake, why they not there for you? God say, look, I have to understand this world. And we're going to tag Lil Baby and them in this. And Lil Wayne, I have to understand this world. And I have to be the hold it down because of racism. I have to be able to keep myself together, God said. Even they not battling me, I have to be the one that's keeping it together. To understand the matter, to keep my head. Lil Baby said, all color not done. But God's children not done. God's children not done. I want Lil Baby to hear me. God's children is not done. When we stand for it, we stand for it. All children not done. But they know that MO3 lied. And Yellow Breeze and them lie. I don't want to hear that, man. And now you're trying to come together. Now they're trying together, and I've been working on talking to people in Dallas. We know that dummy was going to go to jail. We know that dummy. But let me tell Texas, God said, when I leave, you taking my spirit with you. When I leave. You know, I went to the Civil Rights Act after Texas played with me again. The Governor Abbott think that's cool. That is not cool, man. That is not cool. That is not cool. Governor Abbott care about his people more. That is not cool. And a black suit with that bullshit. That is not cool. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna, hey, I already filed a civil suit against the Justice Department season on interfering with justice. You letting the state of Texas community interfere with justice. with prejudice and discrimination and spiritual warfare again. And I want them to know something. Spiritual warfare again. So I want you to know a 30 more million behind that. I want them to know that. Or what I just did. You let the Dallas community, you giving them time, and we must strike. You letting the liars and Trap Boy Freddie and Dallas and them, we must strike, God said. You giving them time. You giving racists and liars time in Dallas communities, and to Big T involved and the rest of them. You giving them time. If I don't have my money, we ain't hanging out. I don't care about that damn that money I'm getting. I do it by myself. God said we want ink. That's on me, baby. That's on me, baby. We ain't taking no losses. But you know, God said that's on me, baby. I ain't taking no losses. Texas hip hop better pay me. Hip hop in Texas, BT, supporting racism. Texas better, BT better pay me. Better pay me. You get that racism award. They better pay me. And God said, when I come for my money, it better add up. It better add up. When I come for my money, it better add up. And I know how to count, bitch. It better make it look sense. You hear me? I've been counting money since 14. And I'm going to tell them, they better pay me. We're going to tell the Justice Department. BT want to support that lying nigga? Want to be affiliated with him? That racist city? What was said in Carrollton, Texas, while the Dallas Carrollton police was sitting there? You dumb and you retarded and told you no, you couldn't help me, right? All the mayor gonna be removed. And the black people standing right there because they'll do it again, right? Racism and Dallas will do it. They standing behind it. I see the mayor sitting up there putting a video. I see what I see. I see a black mayor have no motor code. Horoscope for October, Sagittarius. Horoscope for October, Sagittarius.
SkinCeuticals vitamin C serums are present.
Nobody don't have to put up with that shit, man. Nobody's not gonna put up with that shit, bro. Nobody's not gonna put up with that. I like listening to some of my good horoscopes. Some of it's good, some of it's not. Now, Mayor, we can expose those calls. If you really want to talk about it, Mayor, we can expose those calls, City Hall numbers. All I had to fit. We can expose those calls. And not these thirsty ass women that been, hey, let's keep it real with you. Let's keep it real with you. I had to do a lot of research about the business. But people think they're entitled when they not for me. When they not for me. When they not for me. When they think they're entitled when they not for me. Hey, the mayor, we can expose those calls, right, Mayor? When I found out about the music industry, I connected with people. What you did, you liar, Yellow Breezy. I connected with people. Trump knows it, Joe Biden knows it, and everybody knows it. But y'all Dallas, the racist liar with Governor Abbott, and y'all black people, New York, Chicago, UK, everybody wanted to be on my team, right? Right? But the mayor with his lying racism put his city, and God say, and you want to complain over textile? Let me tell you how this is going to go. I can see everybody that's voting for Trump and talking about their tax dollars. I can file a civil rights complaint on everybody that's voting for the situation that's complaining about tax dollars. Let's handle this when we don't have a voice. Let's handle this situation. So let me tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna find one voting place where you vote at. And I know voting hasn't started yet. It started. I'm gonna find one place, and I'm gonna make one racism against disability, black, white, and Mexican teaming up. And let me tell you something. One building, and I'm gonna file a civil rights complaint. I'm gonna find a voting building in Dallas, Texas. Right now, when I get over here, and I'm gonna sue your ass for it. I'm gonna sue for what you stand for. So let me tell you what we're about to do. And everybody, you talk about your tax dollars, and Trump is on your team. Black and white racism. You complain about tax dollars, but let me tell you something. You want us to stick by the rules, but businesses, the racism, not the Kroger's, none of them not sticking by their rules when they fake their love for us and want us there. We already told her I wanted 30 million from Kroger's when Kroger's came in Walmart. The same guy that I interviewed me and he judged me off my handwriting, he coming into the store that I work at and looked at me with racism. The same manager that's right by the store on West Lane and the Kroger's right in that area. And he's surprised. You was racist then? All that intimidation, that mean mucking, that rolling your eyes with your lip rolling up, my nigga. He gonna come in there and stab me with racism. You didn't want me to come on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it, huh? Let's talk about it. Hey, you're the government, right? Hey, I want you to see out that smart card. You the government, right? Hey, I told government, you the government. Get out of my check stuff and look at the cameras. You the government, right? Look when I first met the work at Smart Card and he rolled his eyes with racism. You the government, right? Look at the black employees at Smart Card. You the government, right? God said, you the government, let's play this game. You know racist motherfuckers want to roll this train? Come on, let's ride this train, Texas. Let's ride this train. A person that work at EPI downtown Carrollton, right? EPI is downtown Carrollton, right? They called me in after my dad didn't work there, and they didn't need me, right? They didn't need me. Racist, white, and Mexican, right? Let's talk about it, how your society acts. Let's talk about how disability try. You know, after that stunt that Smart Card pulled that DFW, and Miss Tammy said, that don't sound like you, but what did you do to him? You know what Miss Tammy said? Get that racist black white man, that piece of shit. You ain't for us, Governor Abbott. You for them. You care about them more, right? But you know what God told me? I care about you when you give them more love and lie more for them and listen to what they have to say more than us too, right? Our black people, them trying to destroy that. They trying to destroy it. And Timothy better know his role. He better know his role, because when he fight for himself, he fight this for the money and the streets that's in it, this for the money. My luck has been turned around. But you got the nerve to talk, right? This is the understanding of that, right? I want you to go see. You see, you delaying more progress and me putting the civil suit against smart cards, right? And the ticket to work program, right? Hey, I want the ticket to work program to know I just sued them, right? What happened at that Urban factory? I want the ticket to work program. What happened at that? You want to counter sue you? You want to be racist? What happened at that? You want to listen to, sometimes we can walk away from racism, but when you question that with your city, with your state, and they got a problem, Texas business, I don't respect them. God don't respect them. We are not the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. Now I watch Heartland. It reminds me of Fantasy Williams. In New Orleans, when I marched in the band, my band teacher used to always get on my ass about why you talking to that police officer in that horse. I used to always be, why you talking to that police officer in that horse? Why you talking to the cheerleaders? Why you talking to everybody? Don't you supposed to be in line? Let me tell you, God is walking away from these things and these people that try to break and be on a team of racism. And I want to tell Big Tuck, I will find you. God will find you. He will capture you. And he will put you to death. I want him to know something. And Houston to know something. You ain't paying no lawyer because your fan ain't paying no judge and none of them. I asked my lawyer about I asked him. The thing is they gonna give me what I deserve and they gonna lie. Yellow Breeze is a liar, bro. Yellow Breeze is a liar. Yellow Breeze is a liar in which them, man, Trap Bar Freddy, my connection, motor, man, my conversation with people on different apps in New York, Chicago, and different platforms matter the most than your bullshit and your lies. So look, I don't have anger, I have passion. I have passion. And those things we must understand. We're gonna restructure everything. We're restructuring everything. And right now, I gotta restructure the way we got to retrain ourselves and we retrain ourselves. I said it in 2019. I said it on other platforms. We restructure, retraining our mind. We doing things a lot different than we did in 2019, and we giving Texas our all. We ain't giving Texas businesses our all anymore. We ain't giving them. We are working from the ground of restructuring and rebuilding. I told Walmart, God say they want to be part of change and be part of the reality. But God said, your reality, my reality is restructuring and rebuilding myself and restructuring my brand, restructuring the brand of the Get Your Weight Up family and other things. So restructuring the way, and my record company is Get Money, Stay Out the Way. Restructuring everything that we do. They still family no matter what goes on. The history we have, the same thing with Hot Boy Turk. We restructure. And I wanted Mirza to have his own company. And that's what when I start something, I wanted him to have something. And that's what I tried to tell Mirza. We was on MySpace with Charlie Boy and all. I wanted him. He had his company and we had our thing. So I wanted him, and I've been had the Young Millionaires title. And Mirza will be right there to tell you, and somebody messaging me threatening to sue me. So I've been had that title. And the person don't know I had it since MySpace. When Charlie Boy said we didn't go hard and Rhino. So we restriction everything that we do. And I had to restructure, and we putting things in a different aspect of the way we do things. Me and Mirza having a problem of the thing problem. I wanted to hang out with Mirza because me and Mirza, Raphael, I had no problem with them getting the CDs, but I needed to be by them for sight. And they didn't understand because when I was talking about the building and Garland and going around the communities, I had to realize my enemy was watching. And that's just something that I couldn't take my eye off of. All of that stuff that I was doing in the mall and going around talking to people about the blueprint and on the Garland train in 2019 and talking to people in Carrollton community, I had to understand that where that come from. And I say, and not that Ivory said some Boosie daughter said something about, no, you got to be there with your friends to give your friends sight. So I wanted to be there, even though Cheyenne and all the rest of them, I wanted to be there to watch why they talk to people and watch their surroundings and protect the friends and so many disagreements that happened between us. And those are the things I wanted to do. And while I was with Mirza, the enemy, you just can't walk and just talk to people and not understand the danger. And you go into events in Dallas and you making money off the CDs, and you making money off the CDs and not expect, and you have to watch out for the enemy. I had to tell Rick the same thing. I say, Rick, I know what you're gonna hear, and I know whatever that is. I don't care if I disagree with it. I told Samantha, I told everybody, like, but they have to listen while we gotta stay away. And why manipulation and niggas that's itching in Dallas, they itching. They're itching for something. And that's what the conniving motherfuckers will do. And they're like, they play that looking, I got something for their ass. But let me tell you, if I leave, right, other states gonna be interested in me, right? And you don't know what's going on, right? I didn't sell my damn soul. But Dallas and them taking me for granted, right? You don't know a damn thing of what's going on. I came out with I did Trap Boy Freddy, a dumb self. People wanted to be on my team while your lying stuff still alive. We be there. I want to tell Boosie that we be there for we can watch out for our enemy together. Even when passing CDs out, that's when friendships and when we come together and work at God, where we be there because somebody must have sight and watch out for the enemy of that. You can have some people pass out CDs, but you got to have somebody watching. And that's why I wanted to be with Mirza and hang out with Cheyenne and Raphael and them and wanted me to pick them up in the car. Our enemy was going to walk amongst you. So I had to tell, that's why I hate that me and Raphael, instead of us having that we don't know how to talk it out and do those things. And me and Cheyenne, we already had a hate and love friendship. And that was the really thing in that situation. Rightfully, I had to stop her many times. And we always had that we always let me tell you something. I tell you some stuff. Me and her always had that. We never did have that great thing like in character. We always had conflict, me and her. I always got like me and her always. We was always a little fiction between us, But that didn't stop us from really. We never took it that far with each other. Like other friendships took it that far, but we really never got that out of control with each other. Like any of that, we really not got out of control. Not to the point that we fight each other and beat each other. No, I don't think it never was that. And I think in other times I leave my game by Mirror's house and we just start hanging out for a little bit. In other times. So it ain't never like with other friendships, it ain't really never got like that. And I don't care when you have other friendships, it ain't never like got like that between us. And I ain't never noticed that. I ain't never noticed because we argue many times. Rick like said, and when we talk about it, you and Mirza and them always get into argument. But it never got that out of hand. Like people don't know, like when you have friendships, it never get that out. It never get out of hand to the point where we gotta get out of hand now. So we never had those things. It never. And other friendships don't know how to. They don't know how to deal with certain things. But we never had that. Like when we was in the most memory I had with Mirza on Demir, we made marshmallows Rice Krispie treats. We was in the studio, and most people they don't know how to do that. Like when we came up with Hill Flows Volume 1 and Sabina went to Perry, bumping it with their friends and stuff. And we came and our school was on the ringtone of Perry, middle school in Carrollton, Texas. The thing I wanted to do more. I wanted to do a session. But we didn't our house with it, the mirror house with it. My house surely big enough when we live in apartments in a small house. And it's surely not big enough for us. And right now, I got a thing where if I want to ever get back with Mirza and we come up with Hood Flows Volume 3, I want us to do a session about it. And that can be in our basement. And that can be in the basement. What I really wanted to do, I wanted to hold it down for I got my income coming. I wanted to be like, hold up, we got enough. We need to have a steady balance of where we're trying to go. And me and Mirza didn't understand that. I say, hold up. While we are doing music, and if I stay with you, that's going to help us out in the long run with that. And you got to realize where we trying to win. And I have to sign, and not taking advantage of nobody, but I had to understand where I'm trying to win. And you got that mastermind, and you have that mastermind thing of where you're trying to win, and there's a different technique you're trying to do to win. But you got to make sure your friends and the people that you're around, cover so I was going to be like, I put half of all into my income into the rent with y'all. And all we do is gotta keep doing this and keep strategizing. But the house wasn't big enough. I was asking Mirza, let's move. And we get a house and everybody, we move into a house. And the understanding to get that big enough and those things. But we have to realize those kind of peace in those things. When me and Mirza in there, we do music. And we do music. Me and Mirza have Sabina called me and it reminded me of her dad, literally remind me of her dad, her dad, her dad used to crack some jokes. So when you use somebody to say the N-word, because it laughs and joke with it. So I really don't. I really look, man. Those are the things that we. But I wanted to tell Marissa, like, hold up, we had it all planned out, but other people, and me and Marissa and them had it all. I like, hold on, I'm gonna put half into that. Then we are friends, and that to save money because when we trying to win, but I always had a vision, and I never. When you go on my TikTok get money, I used to watch, and Demir never know this. I studied the games, and I had a dream about us, like literally having a game in a mansion music building, and we playing games and doing my son, my nephew, Brad. He get mad at me because when I play with Tampa Bay, it's this running play that's always getting, but I'm always switching it up. And he get mad at me, say I'm switching different plays up. But when I get in a certain avenue around the line, that technique, that moving technique that with Tampa Bay, if it works, if it keep working, you got to use it. The technique you use on the field, if it works, you got to keep using it. If you haven't found the reason how to stop that play, I play with Tampa Bay. I play with Tom Brady. I play with Tom Brady, and I'm like that technique that I use. My little nephew Braylon, see, he can beat me in basketball. See, women, I have to. I'm getting the hang of it. I love the women's game a little bit. I'm gonna look good in the women's game. Okay, when we playing the women's game and all of those things, but I was like, I played my little nephew got the PlayStation in there, but the women's game, I hate that they don't dunk on there, man. I'm getting mad because the women not dunking, the goal so high, the men dunking, but the women not dunking. And like, if I'm on a game and like, they don't got no damn dunk skills on the women, they need to do something better. Like, I know they got the new NBA, and I want to know if it got some damn dunking on there with the women. I'm like, man, look, the spirit. I've been playing with all different teams sometimes to get the feeling of the team. I'm doing good. How you doing? So those are the things in there. And that business in Addison in 2019, the protective services was intimidating getting out the car and intimidating and having an attitude, smoking a cigarette. And the two businesses in Addison was laughing and taunting. So I gave the FBI those two businesses, and I needed them to know what the businesses were doing in Addison, Texas. Guys, don't give this state and this community another chance to do it again. And you got to know how to not involve yourself with those things sometimes, what Dallas did. And we live in different counties. And Trap Boy Freddy can say anything they want. They didn't do nothing, but you was a part of the terrorism to come up. And look what you're doing now, sitting with OG Pee Wee. The more lies that come up. Look at the bullshit. I had to tell a girl that worked at Little Caesars, I had to tell her she didn't do nothing wrong, but what happened at Browns and McDonald's, you want to be a part of the customer's behavior. And that's the biggest threat where where people want to be a part of the customer because they need to fit in to set a product. So you got to watch out for certain employees that want to fit in when a customer trying to attack you, that's to sell a products. How you doing? Let me tell you something. I had to tell the teenagers on here what I had to go through. You have to keep everybody out your business. Your trust is everything. And I had to go through something a little deeper than what they going through. And I had to find out the cousin them having sex with you. I've been knowing it. It wasn't nothing. I seen things. And Demir told me to leave. I have that. I had sex with that. Leave. And she told me when it was in Bosnia. And she not down for you. Leave. And I had that. But I'm not gonna let no woman and nobody down me. I'm not gonna make. And when she went off and talked about I don't know shit. No, I know more than I know. And you can't let a woman try to warn you. Now, let me tell you, I didn't get this tattoo because of her. You know what? She don't really matter. I didn't get this tattoo because of her. I didn't want her to try to warn me with her cousins now. I don't want her to try to ruin my, because they would deny God like they did at Walmart. They would deny God. This is not about her. This is not about Sabina that went to Perry. It's not about her at the end of the day. But I forgive. That's the difference. But I'm not going to let nobody ruin me. Baby, when I met you, before I met you, I was on my shit. I had a job. Before we even did this, we were doing things, baby. Before we even did this, I started this shit. Before we even did this, and when you and your mama come at Big Lots and work, baby, I did this. And I'm surely not let you mess up things. I had to understand when I'm going to school on the weekend and that creek view, while Aisha and all the rest of them, and I'm doing these things, I'm still at I'm at, like, people don't know I got 4 more years. I graduated in almost in the 2000s, and people don't know that's not the Ashley graduation day. If you go in the yearbook, that's not my Ashley graduation. But while I transition through those things and I transition through it, and I'm a part of a moving on up, I had to understand those programs. When I worked at U-Haul, I was still a part of the school system and part of the Ticket to Work program. Because that's all tied in, all tied in with each other. Like, literally, y'all don't understand how things are connected or with each other. So in the back, like, when I was actually talking to Aisha and them, I was actually a student, but I'm actually going to Creekview, and I'm actually what that is, going there too. Like, I can still interact with my teachers at Newman Smith. And that was the greatest thing about that. Like, just because I was at another school campus, that didn't change anything. Like, I was going to Creekview in the summertime and helping them in garage sales and stuff at front of Newman Smith. Sometimes at front of Creekview. And I'm going to Creek. I'm not lying about these things. My teachers done put too much time into me and put it to let some state, and let some Dallas, Texas ruin me. See, I had to tell Marissa, why you didn't say nothing. All right, I'm already getting accused of cheating right in front of her mom and them, and doing things I don't. Yeah, you got to deal with stuff as a teenager. Like, I'm already getting accused. Your mama sitting right on the sofa, and I'm already getting accused while your mama sit on the sofa. Why you scream at me? Why you downstairs? Why you stay? It's right by the CPS class over there in Carrollton, Texas. And I'm ready getting fussed at. I'm like, hold up. You really think that I'm going to actually tell them what Demir told me? And I'm already getting chewed out about having an affair? You must be out your damn mind. I better leave the subject alone right now. You out your damn mind. I told Mary that. That's what we argued. We argued about it. I'm like, you out your damn mind. Her mom and them ride on the coach, and she fussing at me about cheating and doing stuff I got no business doing. I say, man, look here, man. Look, I'm telling them, like, literally. And I argued with him about it, like, literally about it. I said, I'm already getting damn chewed out about the situation, standing downstairs. And she downstairs, her mom and her dad on the sofa. And I'm like, hold up. I'm not to make it more fucking worse for me at this moment. And then he don't understand that, like, no, like, that is gonna make the situation. I don't want to rock the damn boat more. Like, nah, you gotta understand when you're in a relationship, you gotta understand that shit. You rocking the damn boat. And then when I kept trying, her little brother told me to leave when he was still little. And then Demir kept going on the face, but I kept trying. So, man, look, we said sorry to each other. Then we had an argument again before we left again about, it's not time yet. We ain't gonna keep waiting for she to wake up. You know, I've been waiting a long time, and I stood by that bullshit for a long time. This don't got nothing to do with Mirza. He wasn't even in the picture. So I'm not worried about that. I'm not the motherfucking rock the boat more. Man, look, I'm not about to do that shit, boy. And I'm getting screamed at about having an affair, and leave me having cheating and shit. Now, I done did some selfish shit. I done did some shit. Now, to get back at her. Now, I done did some selfish shit to get back at her. And I can admit that. Like, I started talking. That's how I met Samantha. I just talked to her, but that relationship was not supposed to last anyway. It lasted one day. And I was happy that her and Demir I just wanted to piss her off. I did that to piss her off. I literally did that, like, to piss her off, like, literally. And like Cece's sister Chantel, like, she used to just sneak in my window, but nothing didn't happen. And I told her, like, Nothing didn't happen, and she sleep like a week, a month, or two, and I give her a cover, and nothing didn't happen. Like, and I made a mistake, but I get tired of your cousin. I don't like the way we act. Like people, you see people how people killing each other's daughters and stuff. When you dating people's daughters, you want them to treat them right and treat them gentle. I don't like the way y'all act with each other. Look, man. I'm having a situation. Man, look, I'm not about to rock the damn boat here. And her mom and dad right there. You gotta leave me the hell alone, man. Like, literally. But I did that. I did that to piss her off. Like, literally, I started talking to Samantha. Demira met Samantha over me, and I did that. And that one day, that's not a relationship. I only did that to piss her off. And I'm glad nothing didn't take place with Samantha in Dallas in that time. I'm glad. But I did that to piss her off. I really did that to piss her off. I wanted to get under her skin. And when you do something like literally wanted to get under her skin, I like, okay. I'm gonna make sure when you come back, I'm gonna get under your damn skin. I'm gonna piss you off more. All right. I wanted to literally get under her skin, like literally. Now, I wanted to literally get under her skin. But I like nothing. I told her nothing didn't happen, like literally. And that's the truth. Me and Chantel did nothing. She just slept. She just slept that and everything. So nothing didn't happen. And I told her that nothing didn't happen. You going to Perry? Y'all going to Perry? She just slept over there. A week, a month. Sometimes it lasts longer. But don't Chantel know that I was in a relationship, CC's sister, and we both know it, and we didn't cross that line. Like, bam, we didn't cross, and I told her that. And I hated that I made her cry. Like, I'm hurting. I hated. I want to wipe every tear from her. Like, I wanted to sit. I was right close to her, and I wanted to kiss those tears before it dropped. You never want to see the person you love cry, and you want to kiss that tear before it drops. And that's how I felt. I hated myself after that. When that time, I really did. I suffered for that. I really did. And that's something God said. When you hurt someone you love, you have no understanding. You have understanding, but you have to be able to die. And when you get old, die with you, and it's gonna be in the heaven. And that's something you have to understand. Those things. So I'm like, and I had to say that dealing with Sabina. I had to say that. And I'm not judging. I don't care what anybody says. She's not judging. You know, wish her the best. But I'm not out to argue with you, and I'm getting chewed out. And then while you gone, they trying to get close to me, and I'm having a motherfucking crisis here. Shit. And then I'm not out to argue with Demir over who know Gwina first, and Gwina and Jasmine first. I'm like, hold up. That's Tanner. Tanner introduced me to him. I had to deal with Jasmine mama pulling Jasmine hair in the car, and I had to start to come around Jasmine mama and help them in Capel, where like Jasmine mama started to have to trust me, like really when I started to help them move and stuff. Like it really took that with Jasmine and the Queen and them family, like. But then because you fucking a Queen, it doesn't mean I have to deal with the canal. I don't care. I'm not fucking her that did that. I'm not in no relationship with her. I'm not in a relationship with her. And I'm not not in a relationship with her. I'm like, hold up. I'm not got to argue with you. I saw that shit going on in Dallas County. Hold up for a second. I'm not got to talk about none of my sexual relationship with y'all motherfuckers in here. And y'all want to argue who no, that I shut my mouth right there. I like y'all got some issues going over. That should not matter anywhere it is. And I say, no. That is not about to happen. And I had to transition. People didn't know, like, I really wanted it. And I had to make sure when I was at Mary Grimes and Aisha and everybody, I had to make sure that when my friends didn't want to hang out, I had to make sure that I stay educated and I stay grounded. And that was the most thing. And that's why I always went to Miss Chastity. And I always kept my mind strong with her, even when I didn't have to go to summer school. And she had to add, and she hold the after school program where she got middle school kids after that. And me and this little kid, we go with our bikes and we go to all Martin Luther King Street. And they called me a familiar when I was getting into with the dark employees, and I called the Dallas News. And they called me a familiar when I called the Dallas Dark News. Because y'all pass people up when y'all doing that shit. Like really. He called me a familiar. All right. Before you get to Newman Smith, and you going down by the Winco in Carrollton over there. They got a bus stop right between the houses, right? And sometimes people used to be packed over there. Sometimes I don't want to wait over there, and he gonna tell me, "Oh, you need to go at that stop." Why I can't go at that stop, right? Like it's just the dumb shit that goes on. And I worked at U-Haul, like they don't even give us time. Like sometimes we have to be late to catch us bus, and we gotta clock out because I gotta put up all my stuff. And they see me walking across. That's why people life in danger. Studied in the bus, waiting, and they see us, they will pass us up. And U-Haul is right by the Addison station. And yeah, U-Haul is right by the Addison station. And the bus station. And those things. And sometimes I don't have enough time, and they will see us and still pass us. You want us to get hit by a car? And that's what these bus drivers don't realize that. You putting people's life in danger. You got to be by the station. Sometimes people are with their kids. You have to give people some time. And that's the things we're not understanding with those things. You want somebody to go all the way on the crosswalk to get over there. We got to walk all the way on the crosswalk to order to get to you. And that's sometimes our jobs, and we understand. Hold up, I know it's a crosswalk that I gotta get to instead of going on this thing and going on this thing. But I'm not trying to miss the bus. You want me to go all the way down that damn street, all the way at the corner, and go up there. Then I gotta turn all the way around. I gotta go all the way around. Then I gotta go towards the bus stop. You want me to go all the way towards the corner, go to the light, go follow the signs, and then the bus is passing us up. I'm like, damn. I'm like, oh, because they're not going to stop. They not going to stop. And I'm like, and then when they call me a familiar, you goddamn right I'm a familiar. And that ain't a bad familiar. That's a good familiar. You ate. There ain't no blade. That's a good familiar. That's a good familiar, like literally. And I always say to myself, if I was in front of Demary and Steve right now, and me and him always didn't get along with Demary, But when they talked about it's crucial that you get along with the people that you work with in there, I had to understand that because I had to work with them in the play. I had to literally work with them, but I think we could have did a better job with Miss Gulo. And Miss Gulo can tell we just put that together. She can tell. I still got that memory of her while we actually did our thing before her. We just put that together. We actually just put that together in ways that we needed to understand. Like literally put that together. So I was dealing with a lot of those things, man. But I had to deal with a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. Right? So we had to deal with a whole lot of stuff in that format. But now I think we could have did. If I ever talk with Steve again and that girl and Demir, if I ever talked to them, I think we could have did better from this video. I really think we could have did better. But the parent didn't want to let us hang out, and we had nothing to deal with. And we could have got together in the gym after school and did something and hung out, but that was more of a and did our play. But the parents didn't want us to interact like that. And we had to sit on the backyard, this girl's backyard. And that's a little down the street. That's by the Perry School in the Ella. Steve used to stand there. Other person that he played like he in the Army. By the he stayed in the house that's right by the Carrollton, Texas CPS Center. He stayed in the house with his mama, and the girl stayed over there. And I think, and he'll tell you, if he ever tell you, we could have did better. We could have did way better than any of that. We could have did better. And those things, and I'm like, oh, right? So that's the comment, and I know I could have did better. I know I could have did better. We just kept, we had to keep stuff in our head when we presented it. We had to keep stuff in our head. We know what we was gonna do. Ms. Gulo sat there and watched us, and we know what we was gonna do. So we had to just, but it was just something that we put up because we didn't have time. Because the parents, it's the way the parents do things. And you paying two boys up with a girl, but a girl mom is not that. And that's the dangerous, that can be the dangerous thing where we are being paired in the theater class with each other. Like I got my felt, like I had a parent, everybody, I remember when we dealing with acne, and I deal with stuff like, I had to shave my face and my face broke out. And I used a razor. I know I wasn't supposed to use it, and I used some shaving cream. And I know, and I remember coming to theater one time, and everybody in theater back in 07, you know, I'm in theater class, and I'm hiding my face. Oh man, it was broken out, man. It was like something, and I'm high. Everybody said, we don't care about that. I had to get out I was like, man, we don't care about that. One girl told me she a black girl, she got kids, and I saw her over there at the store I used to work at. She said, everybody talk about him, and I'm sick of it. But the thing is, you got people, y'all fine, but you mad because other people so interested in you. You know, that's the most thing. You can walk past the baddest bitch at Newman Smith. And they show no interest in you. But if somebody else that's from another school or whatever that is, and we are connecting, that's a threat. because the way they behave themselves in their society. And one thing I don't want Sabina to be ashamed. No, baby, look, you better hold that head while high up against the enemy of what we do. You know, God let me know something. God let me know something. Everybody, Mirza mama get a disability. And she used to tell me about the stuff that goes on with Social Security. Now, trust me, I understand what's going on. But let me tell you something. Governor Abbott, your businesses better straighten up. Because as long as I'm here and they keep being dishonest and treating us bad and faking their love for us, I'm going to break every rule. My son going to break your rules. You lucky I don't got any other kid. But my son and my stepson going to know what to do. They're going to know what to do when they get older. They're going to know what to do about y'all supporting racism. I will break that rule every time when they got racism going on. And they don't want us to grow. They don't want us to be a part of their world. When I say treat us as equal, not belittle us when we get in a job. Treat us as equal so we can grow together. And we can learn from that. Because when you treat us as equal and not belittle us, we will have more growth and we will understand. See, I just didn't work and not be in the books and study the mindset of working. I put in the books a mindset of working. Learning how to people work on the floor. Learning how the mindset of it. You would never understand me. You know, as we clean up, Demir Mama believed in me. And we brothers, and you know what other thing? They say I can do it too. But that God said that might have meaning. That meaning that have meaning. When I sat on that porch with Demir Mom and Dad, they have meaning and understanding. And right now, in this new beginning, we ain't going back and down from you or any one of them, God said. God said, I want you to take what Demir Mama told you, your family, and all the rest of them told you. But let me tell you something. When Charles told me something, when Charles said that you would never be nothing, and he told the guy a ticket to work program. I don't believe him. And he told me that I'd never be nothing in this company. Right? What was said at 12? I want all of my money. And you say you didn't need me. Hey, with that contract, I seen the figures of that contract. I'm not going to tell you everything. They got a motive. No, baby, they motive better stay away from me with that motive, nigga. That motive better stay away from me, Yellow Breezy. That motive. I'm going to give you a little detail what that contract said. That Walmart is allowed to use my ideas. I'm gonna get that's a hint. That's a hint. But you think you got it all figured out, right? The doctor told him it was more of a physical. I told you why, and she still went through it with it. That is sad. That is sad. That hey, Judge, He told you why I was incompetent. Hey, right now I could get past some stuff with Doug McMillan, but that courtroom, that they took it to the max. And my lawyer, I need to know the name judge. I need to know the name Judge Cole. All right. Thank you very much. So when we go to the civil rights, now when I meet, because my lawyer, I don't want them to leave me with no information. So with no information, so I'm going to give them, and I'm going to tell any deception going involved. You think you know everything. You don't know nothing. Just because Doug McMillan behavior does not understand God's sake, that's going to stop me. I had to clear up on what happened. So I had to understand God said, I said in jail in 2019, I said, I really going to have to fight for this. We really going to have to, yeah, and I had to think to myself, like, God said we can't give up. But I also, when I was crying, I said, God, don't let me take me off my mission. And don't let me take him off my Social Security mission. And I sat there. And not because I was crying, because I was scared. I wanted my mission to be taken care of. Social Security broke taunted and tagging them. When they look in the Atlanta, that's why I got to give them time. When that racist told me to shut up and go sit down. And I left my ID there at my little, and she intimidated and rolling her eyes with racism. In the Atlanta office, I told them they wasn't going to get away. And the lady at the call center said, sue us if you want. Hey, I'm glad I had a teacher that was chastening them. Legislative branches, the network senators, autism, people in different things in Texas, right? Oh boy, I'm so lucky. I learned about the legislative branches and the senator. You think my teacher didn't teach me about you, Senator Ted? You think my teacher didn't teach me about y'all? You really got to be. It was something that New Orleans did actually teach me. That's sad that I didn't know about my New Orleans senators. That is damn sad that they not teach me about the New Orleans senators and learn about the history. But I learned about the Texas senators in there. That's really sad. That's really sad. And the only time you're going to learn about the mayor and them if you seen them on TV. They're not teaching that shit in school in New Orleans. But really, get money stopped the way you be a baby, you be sellers. Go to my boy, me and my music, Love Diamond, Mirrors of Catholic 123, Love Diamond, Wish You Hate a Wood, Talk is Cheap on YouTube, Young Prophet, shout out. Let me know when my next court date is. I don't want to come up there unless I'm getting my justice. Let me know when my next court date is. I don't want to come up there unless I'm getting my justice. I'm not going to keep doing the rescheduling. I ain't do nothing wrong, man. I don't want to hear it. No, man, you put me in that situation. You call me up there. I don't want to know no reschedule, no. guys, I had to really, I know when I was promoting my music, I had to really understand it, but I also understand when I was on play, some people would manipulate other people to not invest in me and support me. That's the thing of manipulation in the streets, in the communities. So I had to realize, even though I talk, we always got a hater, we always got somebody that's coming in the thing. And one thing I was on Live Me, where I was just on somebody broadcast, and we're not doing face to face, but I'm on a broadcast, and I told this one girl, I want you to play my music, and they said it's over. I told them like, and I'm talking about restructuring. You know, me and Rick had our in and outs too, and I still haven't like, you know, Rick met Mills at Rick and all. They met Mills by me. Like I used to go to Brookhaven with Miss Jane and Ricky and all the rest of them, Marissa and Ricky Hayes and them. All of them met them because of me. And I used to go. I used to work with Miss Jane. Now I used to say to Miss Jane, I miss her so much. Miss Jane, I miss her so much. She really Miss Jane. I just miss her. I just miss her. She just a really understanding. We go to Brookhaven and Brookhaven put these ads up. And she asked Mills, he passed away of cancer in Dallas. So when we go into Brookhaven, she introduced in the little room, the business rooms in Brookhaven, and she's a maid. And she go to, and that's her side business. So whenever like we're not working. My name is Hubert Sellers. I worked at Hubert. I worked at U-Haul for 5 years. Me and the Bud Light girls at U-Haul, man. Like the U-Haul CEO didn't want me in that position. I had to go through a lot, but they never gave me a try. Like man, I know I can do it, but I had to go when Brady told me that's all. You don't know what I can do. You don't know what I can do. You know, I hate when a man put a sticker on you. And Brady did that at U-Haul. And then I had to hear, oh, he don't want to budge. I cut his hours down and he don't want to budge. And they don't know what I had to go through. Like my relationship with the Bud Light girls in the middle, like girls that came in there, it really, in Addison, it really affected the way the CEO wanted me to go in the new position. And those things, and I know who was, and people who was on that phone. Trust him, I know more than I know because he came and saw me before. I know more than I know. Trust me, when he came down here, the CEO came down here and shook my hand. But he saw me having that great relationship with the Miller Lite girls and the Bud Light girls in Addison, Texas. Hubert, my name is Hubert Sellers. Having that relationship with them. And also me cashing them. We had at the bars in Addison over there. I got some nice things with some nice, beautiful white girls. We sit up there and took pictures together at the Addison bar with Cash and my other friends. And we go to this club right by the Addison station. I've been there twice, man. They need to be big. Like they know how to have it, but it need to be big though. It's right there. Like they know how to have fun. Like I got a picture of me and Cash and everybody posted up on the wall. So, you know, I got pictures of me and these girls in the Addison bars. I got pictures of me and them. And we just taking pictures and we getting to know each other. Me and Cash drinking a beer. We got some beer. I drink beer. Yeah, I drink beer. We got beer in our hand. I drink alcohol, but I tell people I only do it on occasion. If I'm going to have a good time with my friend, we're going to drink it on occasion. But they need to get a bigger club. But they need to do it in Addison and find something big. It's a lot of money, but they need to expand the building, and they can expand it. That can be the most biggest thing that you can have. If they can expand it. I went to that club in Addison Circle. I went there. Miley Cyrus, everybody's Sagittarius, right? So that's the demo. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves. Now I had one of my friends, she a scripper. My boy Mirza played the video. There's a club over there by the Carrollton Library where I got stopped at. And they brought me over there. There's a club around that area. And one of my friends from Newman Smith, she's a stripper. And she actually she know my brother now, and she's a stripper, and we got our music played there. And Mirza sent us a video there, and we got our music played there. We doing things, man. We doing things. Let me tell you, I remember Mirza was on Juvenile, MySpace, and Juvenile had all of those numbers. And Mirza's like, I got more numbers than Juvenile, everything. But it's really not about the numbers that Mirza needs to understand. It's about the connection. We can have numbers, but and we can't work together as a team. And this is when we have MySpace. He would go on Juvenile page on MySpace, and he would say, I got more numbers than him. But it's not about the numbers, it's about the connection. You know, when Mirza wanted to do stuff, Baby C, 7 and Up, and 40 Glock in the video said, in a little rap, I used to be on 40 Glock. I'm a big fan. I used to get on 40 Glock page and go at it with 40 Glock. And some people from G Unit that say they was signed with G Unit, and they say they was signed from G Unit, wanted to come to Mirza's house, and I used to get at them. And, you know, I know Lorraine, I say, Lorraine probably don't, because I used to act like a wrestler. Everybody used to get on my ass. People, your ass is crazy acting like a wrestler. And I remember them getting caught, Victor and Vincent acting like on Canal Street. They're acting up on Canal Street. They got caught on the jail on Canal Street with T Streets and gutter there. And like they don't even know, like if they ever get back together, like everybody, they don't even know they'll make a killing. And that's where the blueprint is going to come at, and where P. Diddy is the Birdman must have made the most money, but P. Diddy the one that got the most bands. And these things are the strategies where with these music buildings that can make a great killing, and we can do more rotation and work strategize. This is going to bring in country, hip hop, techno. This is going to bring billions. But it's going to take us, all us standing in the studio, all us to keep the builders running. We all going to have to keep the things running. Every American going to have to come together and keep things running. That's the greatest more thing about how we can bring billions and trillions in. When Donald Trump said we're going to charge people 10%. We're going to have mansions with studios, properties. This is going to be the biggest impact around them. We're going to work as twice as hard. When we work hard, we see results. And that's the thing about being in America. When we work hard, we see results. Add to carts. That's the most important thing when we add to carts. We don't let nothing go. We fight over here. And we tell them never let nothing go, guys. Never let no. You keep fighting where racism wants you to step down. Where business leaders have their problem. Senator Ted, I have filed a racial complaint on the legislators for siding with their communities and being a part of them and not a part of us. Now, I don't know when I go to court what I'm going to run into. So it's only right that I file a civil rights complaint on him. And I already did. God said you never know what you run into in the misconduct that's going to happen. You never know that. So you have to understand what's at stake here. You never know what's at stake here. So you never know what's at stake here. Now, Judge Kidney is going to be arrested, either you like it or not. The prosecutor is going to lose their job, either you like it or not, and not a damn thing you can do about it. Because that's racism. And I told the civil rights, that is racism. Hey, prosecutor, you know what you did was wrong. You know what you did. They know what they did. Before I ended that paper in there, they know what they did. Now, it depends on you carrying out that he did with. Now, I filed the civil rights complaint and kind of sued the Justice Department. Wow. Hey, my teacher didn't teach no dummy. I didn't go to school every summer. And when I didn't hang out with Mirrors and them to participate in behavior, that's the teacher named Mr. Charlie. He would work on me, and sometimes we would play checkers, chess. We would play certain games. If it's Connect Four, if it's Trouble, if it's picking up the little thing from me and Mr. Charlie, we used to always have fun, but I also had to help out. And everything. So I had to go through all of those things. But I tell these teenagers, I went. So I'm not gonna keep arguing with people, man, about I tell you little kids, I've been in your shoes. You can't let nobody come between y'all connection if y'all wanna I've been in your shoes. When other females, I've been in your shoes. I had to go through a lot of things as a teenager dealing with parents and stuff and dealing with stuff, and I'm getting chewed out behind a lot of stuff. So you can't argue amongst yourselves. You have to find that when y'all teenagers, and I told them on here, ask all the rest of them, why you don't trust because you let your friends, you listen to your friends. That's why you don't trust. If your cousin jealousy, you got to be able to see the spirit, the Holy Spirit. And I told him, I wanted him to know on this account that I got. I wanted him to know that if you got money in your pocket, that's a threat. That her female friends are gonna try to, another person gonna try to get to you, another woman. It's same thing as a woman. A woman, you got a PUSS between your legs. When they see a person on his stuff, and that's a threat. So I'm like, yeah, like I had to understand that, like understand that. So I feel like that in that avenue. I feel like that in that avenue where we are constantly understanding. But I told I literally told him like literally, but I'm not down to, and it's never gonna be the right time when we've been waiting. I'm tired, man. That's why I decided to not do nothing with this situation. Just dealing with the situation, you know. And he gonna be like, "Damn, come on! I know we had our differences, but shit, you can't always blame me when other people trying to get close to me and shit." And she a woman, like I had to deal with that stuff. Now I really wanted to piss her off, literally, and I did that. I only got with Samantha for one day because I wanted to piss her off. I really wanted to do that. So she kissing Zach in the pool, Zach kissing on her in the pool. I had to, all right. I had to get up back. I said, hold up, you with that bullshit? Yeah, man, like I had to deal with a lot of shit. I had to deal with a lot of shit. You should know that me and your mama and me and your mama, we know we should be hanging in there. So I can't deal with it no more, man. I choose not to deal with the bullshit and the lie will coming on. But but one thing, when you miss somebody and you love somebody, your heart aches. And I can't, sometimes I can't hardly get up out of bed because my heart trips. And love can make you understand. And I put my hand on the thing and like, God, can you help me get through this? Can you help me? I miss her really much. And sometimes I'm not myself, like, because my heart tripping because I miss her. And sometimes those things can be where we understand. I go through my little moments at the moment. I still go through those moments. But I talk to God and He's giving me that energy up. I still go through those moments. But God, I hold on to something. I hold on to a wall. I'm aching. The heart is aching. The spirit is aching. And it's doing all of these things. I like, you know what I'm saying? I had my little selfish behavior back in the, and I understand those things, my little childish moments. Now, when we talk about childish, some things that I don't like, I might do agree with them sometime on certain things, and all of those things. I had to understand that. But I'm not out to rock the boat with Sabina and her mom, and I'm already. You never rock the boat. Let me tell you something. And you already getting chewed out already. We wanted kids when we was young, and now you got a problem. Come on, it don't have to be a problem now. Let just make up and take care of the situation. I'm not out to deal with that situation. Like Come on, my kid don't got nothing anyway. You don't have to even. No, my kid be taken care of without me. Even if I don't put in, he just need time. His mama got him. I have seen my baby mama before I broke up with her. I have seen her be independent with her daughter. They don't need my damn help. So, you gonna come when you ready. That's on. But I'm not out to deal with this shit. I'm telling you right now. I ain't about to keep dealing with it. And I'm telling this girl texting me, her mama don't even want me together. Her mama, you a grown woman, and you let your mama control how you going to work and talk, and she acting bad in Chuck E. Cheese and Nickelmania over there in Carrollton while all of this stuff was going on. And she acting like an ass while all of this stuff is going on. Like literally, guys, she's acting like an ass. Her mama, oh man, at Windows. One of the girls like, why you don't help Hubert out? But her mom is like a damn, you haven't even met me yet. Is you jealous? What that's the problem at? And we in Nickelmania in Carrollton, Texas, and your daughter at Nickelmania and all the employees there, and all the employees there, and your mama acting up like that. I said, Mirza, I'm not talking to this girl because her mama got a problem. Like she a grown ass woman. Her mama, I don't know if she got some jealousy issues. Lady, you haven't even met me. And like I set up in a house when she worked in Wendy's while I was in Carrollton in 2019. I didn't judge her. Like we just sat there, and that never was my intention. But and she do some stuff but I wanted us the personality was in there where I wanted us to hang out and just get the feeling of each other. And sometimes she stood up come on, let's just see what we do while I'm chilling at your house. And that's how can we make things more interesting. It gotta be more while your mama not there. It gotta be more that we can do and how we can connect with each other. And I didn't get those things. I didn't get that. We talked a little bit, but we didn't have enough time. But the mama was interfering. And she tell me about her boyfriend and this and that, man. Look here, man. Look, you understand your mama won't control. That's the problem now with these situations that's going on. And she moved. So, we said to each other, and she got to understand, we always don't have, I go to the CVS and I get you something, right? But you got to accept what I give you, it's a gift. I didn't cry over everything. I didn't cry over everything that I didn't want it, but if you give me something, I'm giving we friends, and I didn't want to be with her because the way her mama acted. And you can't take what I get you. You're not appreciating enough. I'm you're not really being appreciated. It's a gift. Take it with the scissors. It's some nice earrings. It has some hearts on it. It's a gift. It's a gift. Stop thinking it's a gift. Everybody thinks stuff is not real. And when you go buy a watch from Walmart and all of these things, it's what makes you happy. It's to make what you happy in the way you want to shine. And the thing, and I don't care if it don't cost $1 million. I don't care if it costs $10. It's a gift. Appreciate the gift. We talked about this in our CPS class. Nothing we never do is good enough for people. We actually talked about that in our CPS class. Like, damn, at least accept the gift. If it was us walking in the mall, as anything, I'm giving you something. And then when I buy my kids shoes, that's a problem. I say, look, my kid have to be taken care of. I don't mind being in that situation. We had a conflict. I had to let it go. No, this and that. Same thing with Felicia. Like, come on, your baby. Like, don't put me in that situation. I'm showing you what shoes I got for my. You could have waited till I got some more. Don't do that, man. Like, my son is my most important thing. And I show you some shoes and I show what I got him. You talking about, that don't got nothing to do. No, stop that. No, right there, right now. Stop that little jealous shit right there, right now. And my responsibility matters the most. Stop that shit right there, and that matters the most. It's sad when you try. Hey guys, I got here to prove it. Everything I speak about, everything that I speak about, yeah, it's sad. So that's the truth, guys. That's the honest truth. Oh shit, I know what I'm talking about. This is gonna be a little different than this. I'm not out to let people warn me of any of those things. Hey, one thing, a person, I'm in the community, he looked down on my clothes and shoes. Don't worry about what people think about you and your shoes. Don't worry about those things, because that doesn't matter. I like the Adam Sandler movie when the teacher. I wear some Payless shoes. My mama told me nothing as a kid, and if I go to middle school or high school and I'm a grown, I wear some Payless shoes. I come with some in the elementary school. I wear that, man. Like, I wear it. They don't want me to look. Shit. I had my light up Power Ranger shoes on the West Bank in New Orleans. People used to get on to my ass about it. They ain't no real. Hey, look. I like my light up shoes. Damn that. I love my light up shoes. I love my light up shoes. Like, literally, I love my light up shoes. They'll get on to you about it. I remember I told my mom I wanted to take my son them to Disneyland. We just gotta find a way. Because I always went to I always wanted to go see Mickey Mouse, but I never got the chance to see him. We always went to the water park. And I'm mad, like I was telling my mom, like, with my in-laws, we need to plan a trip, like literally to go to. I always went to the water park, and I remember when you going down the slide at 8 or 7 years old, 6, and the guys they guiding us to make sure in the deeper water. And I had my little team, man, and they have the workers at the water park in Florida. Man, look, man, like literally, I went like to the water park in Florida about 3 times and 4 times to the water park, and we never got a chance to went to Disney World. We never got the chance to went to Disney World. And when my baby mama, before we met, when we met, we went to Six Flags together. We were just there, we hung out, we chilled, we enjoyed, and that was a moment like I had to stop for a little bit. That Superman damn ride and on Arlington and all the rest, man, I was like, other ride, man, look, you got it. Hey, I got a little anxiety, I got asthma, so I had to be very quick going on them high edge wide. I had to be in Arlington. Man, I had to be, guys, I tell you right now, I got asthma. And you go up there and make a nigga want to have their asthma pump while he up there, right? Hey, I sit there on the ground a little bit, everybody talking. I said, hold up, I need to take a seat right fast. Oh, but if you're going to go to Arlington Six Flags over there, before Arlington, yeah, they got some good food. The fries, the food, the potato fries, the food, man, look, it is good as hell. It is good as hell. Like Arlington Six Flags got some good food, and I think when you cook and they got the fries, the oh man, I enjoyed every bit of it. Like literally, I enjoyed every bit of it. When I went to Six Flags and like the working was kind of cool too. The workers, you know me, when you go to some places, you don't have that many people. Cool. I think Six Flags workers was cool as hell. They were just cool as hell, like literally. Oh, BT about to get a word from me. Look at him. He about to get a big A. They're about to get something big from me. He about to, hey, hey. Oh, go ahead. You can't lie anyway. You can't lie. Stop that, man. It's a lot of lying going on in the street. Don't say that, bro. Hey, I'm gonna be like, you can't lie. You can't lie. 100% of people being honest, but let me tell you, but I don't care if they're in your enemy or whatever that is, but if they know you coming straight for you and all that, I don't believe. Let me tell you, we got snakes, but let me tell you something. I'm not with that stupid shit because, like, you know, when I was in Atlanta, Clinton County, some people didn't know me, and you know, and we can help. And when I had a problem in there, they helped me out, like literally for a tray. But you know what the dude said? He was don't take his tray, and they took a certain thing. And they still gave me my food for them helping me out. So, and I still had my food, but I gave some to them next lunch, and with half of that, and I was still able to do that. The leadership is different. Niggas that think different. Hampton, Georgia, Atlanta, Clayton County, and it got some real people in Atlanta, Clayton County that's just amazing. And one say, Hubert, I don't want you to do nothing. I want you to. We all going through something, and to see his mindset and know the frustration. Those are the things that we have. And you're gonna sit up there and talk. Don't talk, man. We're gonna say that's a paralyzed. Hold up. Hold up.